or in this case, powder and brass addicts. God, that's gonna piss me off. I wonder how I turn that shit off. My fancy webcam's being fancy. I'm tired of it. Anyway. Okay. So, let's see. Oh yeah, it's been a while, but I think I remember what I'm supposed to say now. Hello, welcome to the Reloading Podcast here on the Firearms Radio Network, presented by Patriot Patch Company and Camerado.com. It's been a while. Hey Nick.
Yeah.
If you're gonna try and mute yourself to cough, you should probably mute the sound, not the video. Sam.
Did I cough?
Yeah.
I did.
Or was that Paul?
Not me.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Have I had that much whiskey already? Jeez.
Yeah.
I only had this much.
Yeah.
This is only Buffalo Trace. It's not like it's like single barrel or anything.
Are you a lightweight though?
No, this was a barrel pick I picked up for New Year's. It was a local place.
Nice.
And it was a barrel pick Buffalo Trace for $25. I'm like, I can't go wrong for that. I didn't have any Buffalo Trace because Buffalo Trace actually around here is hard to get. So
I'll see. I was trying to unmute and I muted my camera instead. Anyway.
Raggle Fraggle, this is not my only one. I have about 4 of these. So local lens.
Nice.
This is actually a brewery back in Illinois. My parents used to go to a lot. It opened after I moved, but they serve their beer in this, but it's a perfect little Glencairn for whiskey and bourbon. So
all right, gang. So tonight,
I would agree, but when you got to work tomorrow, a little pour is all you need.
Nick in his fancy whiskey glass. So, yeah, what did everybody do over the holidays? And did you like what you got for Christmas?
Yeah.
Both of you don't talk at once now.
Well, I'm still waiting on some of my stuff coming in. It's back ordered and stuff like that, but yeah. I'm waiting on 3,000 9mm cases. My bullet manufacturer is closed down right now, so we have to wait and see what's going with that. A couple pounds of powder and about 4,000 primers. So, yeah, it was pretty good.
Nice. Raggle Fraggle got a chainsaw, a shotgun, and a spotting scope. I need a chainsaw.
Very nice. Very nice.
Very nice indeed. I need a chainsaw, damn it.
I got a welder.
Yeah, you did.
I did. I got a nice welder.
A nice one.
Crap.
Yeah, it's not like a fancy like Lincoln or any of those other like high-end brands. It's a brand that Amazon carries, but it does all stick, TIG, and MIG. But all the reviews are super good on it. But for a home use, all I need.
It's 230, right? 200 or 220.
It'll do both. I can get. It's got the converter.
Just set it up for 220. Don't even.
Yeah,
worry.
that's the plan.
Yeah.
Yep. I think I have it ran for all my outlets out in the garage. I think I ran a line that I can actually add a 220 or 240 volt or whatever out there if I need it. So.
Yeah, no use playing with 110 on a welder. I mean,
Mm-hmm. I won't be using it a ton. First thing I'll probably do with it is my little table and chairs in the back. The table has the legs that come together into where the umbrella comes in. the welds broke on it, so I got to go re-weld it, which is pretty easy to do. Just a couple spot welds. But
There you go.
other than that, no, it was kind of a interesting Christmas for us. We went back to Illinois. So the sister and I did Christmas there. We didn't even wrap any presents. Well, I take it back. We did. Everything got wrapped in Walmart bags or cardboard boxes. The reason why the movers were coming Sunday or Saturday to pack everything up to move all my parents' stuff out here to Kansas. So there was no point in getting all the wrapping paper out, wrapping everything. We didn't make anything fancy for dinner. We just I think we did homemade lasagna.
Oh,
That's about it. So,
okay.
but yeah, it was a good holidays. Yeah, then that Sunday they moved out here. Pulled the my dad's classic Camaro with the truck, so grabbed a U-Haul car trailer, pulled that out. I know I sent Mike a photo.
Yep.
He was excited to see that finally get into freedom. So, but yeah, their parents are officially Kansas residents now too. They both have their driver's licenses, and their minivan will be getting plates probably here in a couple weeks. So, but that's good to see. So, but no, yeah, house is good for them. I stayed there a couple nights last week, so
Nice.
it was
Nice.
good. So it's where they're at. It's quiet out there. I can hear coyotes, and they're still in city limits. That's what's crazy. So
Ah,
did we lose Mike?
what did you get, Mike? Did he freeze? It looks like he froze.
I think he froze. It looks like he lost internet. Maybe.
Ooh. Anyhow, um, I've been shopping for a race holster for a 2011. You talk about first
Oh yeah,
off,
those
just say a race
race
holster.
race holster, and then say 2011.
Really? Awesome. This is so damn annoying. Hi, gang. Sorry there's a problem, but I can't scroll to add the other two back. Unbelievable. What the absolute heck? There, I finally get it to get back.
Gotta love technology.
Yeah, as I was saying, I was looking for a race holster, and that when they start at about $160, and they go up to $350.
Jeez. That's just crazy. That's insane. Well, that's like I was saying before. It's like the suppressor's in jail, and it's like, how long is this going to take? This sucks. It's like I haven't had to wait for anything since I moved over here.
Yeah, but
That's
now
what
you're
feels weird. That's what
now,
feels so weird about this.
yeah, but now you're dealing with the feds, okay?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And after the first one, it gets easier.
And that's like nothing. I went and got my EFT fingerprints done today for like doing Form 1s.
Mm-hmm.
That's just gonna make life so much easier rather than sending in the FBI fingerprint card with the way the mail system is nowadays. Just upload that, upload the photo, and you're done.
Right. Yep.
It's gonna make life so much easier. I think it was $40-$50.
So when did you go and actually buy the suppressor and put your form in?
The 27th.
27th.
I think it was the Saturday I got back, which would have
Okay.
been. Actually, no, I did. I paid for it before I went. I didn't do the fingerprint stuff until the 29th. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then they had a big crash with their
Yep.
system.
Yeah, and then I got my stuff certified on the 3rd after like
Okay.
6 or 7 attempts. We were able to get it certified, everything through. So yeah, I got the email from ATF at like 11:30 that morning on the 3rd. So now I'm counting the hours. So
Yeah.
I know when I did my SBRs about 2 years ago, 2-3 years ago. I only been over that 3 or 4 actually. I think it was 33 days to get my
Yeah, but
suppressor back or my
it,
Form
it
1 back.
it may be a little while on this because of they crashed the site. I mean, on the 3rd.
Yeah, no, and I know a couple
Yeah.
guys that have gotten
Yeah.
them back within 2 days. So
Yeah.
and they filed the same day I did. So it's weird. I don't understand it. It's just it's probably a pick of the out of the bucket type thing. So, but now I'm wanting that suppressor to get so I can get this new toy out to the range that I'm finishing building. So that then the lower is going to have to be SBR'd here when that comes in on Friday. It's going to the same shop that's doing the engraving. So they'll just get it in their books, they'll get it engraved, and then when the engraving's done, they'll get over to me and transfer it to me, and I'll just fill my Form 1 paperwork out. And I can just throw a brace on it until the paperwork goes back.
Yay.
Okay. Yeah, Raggle Fraggle says he's got one guy got his back in 36 hours.
Yeah, that's about what I've heard for most guys.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Because this is my first suppressor. It's not my first NFA. I have one other SBR I've done, but I'll have 4 SBRs I'm going to be doing. That's why I did the electronic fingerprints, because instead of having to
Sure.
do 4 individual fingerprint cards,
Hmm.
it's just like, let's just I'll pay the $50 or whatever. Give me these things. And it's been a pain in the ass with this pinky. Because I have to, when you do this, I have to hold that finger in like that to do that. It was a pain in the ass. And then when I have to roll the pinky, it's like, okay, let's roll that pinky. It's been a mess.
I can see it now. They're looking at all the scar tissue and everything else, and they're
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to compare it to everybody that
Well,
you know.
like this, my pointer finger on my right hand, I sliced it open real bad about 5-6 years ago. Oh, and that shows up so easily on the fingerprints.
Yeah.
Like you can just see a line going down the middle of the finger, because it probably went down 1/8 inch to 1/4 inch into this. I don't know how it didn't get down into the deep scar tissue in the finger, but that was 5-6 years ago at least, and so but yeah, you can actually clearly see it. I don't know how it's gonna show up, but it's right there in the center of the finger, but it's all in that fingerprint. It's like,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah, but now with your little finger, being messed up in that,
Yeah,
now they're trying to compare fingerprints on you and everything else, and they're running you on the database. So
that's probably
you
what's
know,
taking so long now.
that's right. Yep.
I don't know, but nah, it's all good. It's all good. I figured with my FFL that'd make life easy, but who knows?
I'm sorry to hear that, Vanessa Kitty.
Ooh.
That's rough.
Yeah, the suppressor I bought is a dedicated one for the build I'm building. It's a
Okay.
clone build. Excuse me. Cool part about it is, so it's by a company called Otter Creek Labs, and it's called their OCM5. It's based on the Allen Engineering AEM5, where it goes over the barrel and locks in inside about 4 inches up in it.
Okay.
It's the same. It's very similar, slightly different design than what Master Sergeant Gary Gordon used on his rifle during Gothic Serpent in Somalia. But cool part about this, so once this goes on this gun, Dad and I are actually planning a Mark 12 build soon. We bought the barrel the other day. That's on the way. And the cool part about this barrel, the suppressor will be able to unthread and thread right onto that barrel to be used on that. So it'll be kind of a universal, but it's dedicated where it's not like your normal suppressors where everything goes off the break.
Okay.
It goes down over the barrel a little bit too. It kind of sits
What
into
kind
the
of
can.
flash hider you got on it then?
So it says a 2-chamber break.
Okay.
So yeah, just threads in there, and then it all tapers off what's called the Gordon collar back here. And there's a taper built onto that Gordon collar that centers the suppressor, so you don't have any, and you don't have to worry about doing a barrel alignment rod or anything on these, because with that taper and with this, it pretty much auto centers everything. It's old technology. It's a complete back pressure can, so gassy is going to be pretty bad to start. But what a lot of guys do is they replace the buffers with H3 buffers. So it slows that cyclic rate down to taper off a lot of that gas, and then they put different gas tubes in there. I'm going to try just the buffer first, see what that does.
Why don't you get a rifle speed adjustable gas block?
I can't. I gotta have the front. I have to have the front sight block, gas block.
Oh, okay. Because this is for your special build.
Yeah, for that special build. I wish I could show it off. I really do wish I could show this off, but I can't. But
yeah, because we're not on Rumble tonight, so we can't get kicked off YouTube because for whatever reason, even though I did it right.
When it's done, it'll probably be done end of the month for sure. By then, hopefully the SBR paperwork's back for the correct lower. Right now, it's just on my pistol lower. when it's back, and then it's going to get spray painted. It's going to get that desert spray paint camo job. So it's going to be a fun one.
Yeah.
Especially it's a 1, and plus it's a 1 in 7 twist barrel. So it'll be nice. I can shoot 77 grain stuff. It'll be nice and quiet.
80 and a halves with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah.
I got so many 77 grain projectiles, but from the days of going over to Sierra.
All seconds?
Oh, yeah. When they were, I think we bought them all when they were like 15 cents a piece.
Yeah.
It's so cheap back then. It's like, I'll just buy 20 pounds of them and sit on them. And if I want precision, I'll go buy stuff. But just for plink and ammo,
yeah,
it was a no-brainer. But
yeah.
That's about it on mine. It was kind of it's been a crazy week at work too, because the site got back on the job site, so they were off for 2 weeks. So them whining and moaning about different things. Hey, you didn't get this to us. You didn't get this to us. So actually, another thing, I will have something cool to show you when I get it. Hopefully, get it tomorrow night, Mike. I know you'll like it, and Paul, you'll probably like it too, being you're based out of Indiana now. So I know you're in Chicago, but technically you're from Indiana now. But
yep.
So
yep,
it's an original Culver brick Culver block from Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Ah, okay.
It's going to come with a certificate of authenticity. It's a late Christmas gift for my dad. So
nice,
because they redid Turn 2 at Indy this summer after the race, and so we watched that little mini series that they did, and he was wondering, I'm like, hey, can I find any bricks? And we found it, and of course they were out of stock at the time going into Christmas, so they
you just gotta go next time you want a brick. Just go hunting through all of the waterways that are on the property.
I could. I just don't feel like driving all the way over there. It was $100. It wasn't that bad.
The last time they did a major re-overhaul, when they pulled out all the bricks, literally all they did is they just threw them in all the waterways.
Yeah.
So you can go running around the creeks and stuff, and
this is probably where that came from. But that's gonna be cool. We're gonna make a cool little display box on the back of their new wet bar, and so.
I had to figure out how to turn the stupid center stage off. That's why I kept zooming in and out. Turns out there's a hidden button on the back that I hit.
You get anything good, Mike?
Yeah. Yes, I did.
Oh, that's right. You sent that photo. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. Has your wife declared it safe for you to use yet?
No. Hasn't stopped me. Thank you, Russ. Russ just donated $19.99 for the new podcast computer fund.
Nice.
I've been the last few years, I've just kind of been piecing together what I can come up with here and there and everywhere. And we really need to spend some money on a podcast computer. So tonight kind of really proved it, because I have this old iMac or Mac Mini that I got a hold of. But 2 out of the last 3 times I've gone to use it, it doesn't wake up properly and connect into the monitor. So I have to play with power cycling it and unplugging it, and eventually it comes back. Tonight it didn't want to, so yeah, I really need to a computer for the podcast, something that'll actually handle what we do. So, but anyway, so Vanessa got a really good Christmas present. She got approved for a loan for buying a house, so now they're house shopping. So, but
It sounds like she's ready to put the offer in.
yeah,
That's nice.
absolutely. Don't mind my lab snoring in the background.
Oh.
Oh, he's a riot. Oh, I gotta say, I bought this on a whim, but I'm actually pretty impressed with this camera. And for everybody who's watching the podcast right now, I'm actually talking on it live. I'm using the microphone and the speaker on the camera. No headphones, no microphone. So, I mean, the sound quality is pretty decent, but the best part is no echo.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing you run into.
So this is Rockware, ROCWARE, and it's the RC08. I want to say it was only like $50. So, but yeah, I'm actually pretty impressed with it. You're funny, Raggle Fraggle.
Yeah.
Russ, right now your life is consistent of plowing. Oh God. He got another 6 to 8 overnight last night. If it would have been about 5 degrees colder, we would have gotten that much overnight and up until about 10 o'clock this morning. And now they said we're supposed to get another inch of rain on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
So thank God it's rain, because otherwise it'd be like 10 inches of snow. It's like an inch of rain equals 10 inches of snow.
Yeah.
Well, they said
it got to 60 degrees here today.
Yeah.
I was in a t-shirt.
Shorts.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yesterday was 50 some degrees here. I mean, it's like, wow. Okay. No snow left or whatsoever. So, and you're right, Mike. They said it was going to be a wet winter, and I thought we were going to get lots of snow.
Yeah, our lowest for the next 10 days is on Sunday, 38. Is the cold, well, during the day, of course. You get lower at night, but I'm looking at daytime temps. Yeah, 38 on Sunday. Tomorrow, 66.
Cold front coming. Yeah, we know.
Yeah, it's crazy.
All I know is I'm glad I didn't plan on going ice fishing anytime in the near future, because now the ice is absolutely garbage again.
There must be some sort of big system sitting over the Midwest on Thursday, because we're supposed to get about 1.5 inches of rain.
So WeatherBug, which is the only one that I found that's reasonably consistent on the 10-day. 39 tomorrow, 42 on Thursday, 39 on Friday. Here's the thing that sucks: 33 on Saturday, 70% chance of light snow. They're talking 1 to 3. So the good news is, if depending on when it stops snowing, we might not plow till Sunday, which is automatic time and a half. Yes. But even if we do plow on Saturday, it's still time and a half. So Alaska Russ 1 said, I set a new daily record for snowfall. Yuck. So, and then Sunday 28, and then back Monday we're back to 36, Tuesday 36, Wednesday 33, and Thursday 28. February is going to suck so bad.
Well, I am looking at it. right now, as far as it goes, there's what 2 months of winter left, really. You know, that's it.
Yep. Unfortunately, with the weather going like this, it is gonna friggin' suck in February because it's gonna be effing cold and snowy.
Yeah,
Just because
late
that's the way
February.
Wisconsin works.
Even around here, we've gotten maybe one snow, and it was like 3 inches is all I've gotten here. And it was the fluffy stuff where I could literally just push shovel it off the driveway. It was so easy.
Maybe a couple snows where I could use a leaf blower.
Yeah, I probably could have done that as well. But yeah, no, it's been calm. Like you said, I think we'll get something late February, and then no more than likely, wouldn't shock me, we get April snow with the way this year is.
Oh yeah.
We always had. I
No.
remember growing up in Illinois, we always had that. Like get right when we get ready to start baseball, like the first day of outdoor practice, snow. It's like, nope, you're stuck inside.
I always looked at March being the worst, because March you could be, you know, nice weather, and all of a sudden you get snow, but you get the snow with 50-mile-an-hour winds, and everything else. And it's usually large amounts.
Well, it's like when
10, 12
the
inches.
movers brought all the stuff over. When we left Illinois, it was 60 degrees. We got over here, it was 75 degrees when we moved the Camaro in the garage. And then that Sunday, which would have been the Sunday the 28th. Yeah, Sunday the 28th. The high for the day was at 4 a.m. that Sunday here, and it was like 62. It was a warm overnight. It dropped from 62 to 25 by 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, that's how cold it got here, and the winds picked up. We probably had about 40-mile-an-hour winds. So
Yeah.
I go out to my parents' house to help move everything in. I'm in pants and a sweatshirt, maybe light breast chest. And I didn't even bring a jacket because I didn't even think about it. Yeah, I regretted that one for sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But it's just, especially out here, we get the winds off the plains sometimes that just pick up. We'll get 67-mile-an-hour winds just come out
There's
of nowhere.
nothing to stop it.
No,
Like
there's nothing.
Wyoming.
You get out about an hour east or west of here, nothing. It's plains. You
Yep.
can see perfectly 10 miles.
I just remember driving out when I was in high school. I remember driving out to Vail on winter break, and you're just driving along in Kansas, and it's nothing and nothing and nothing, and then you start to get to eastern, somewhere between Kansas and eastern Colorado. All of a sudden, you see the Rockies, and it's like, bam, they're just out of nowhere.
It's the worst 8-hour drive ever from here to Denver.
Yeah.
I've not done it. I've heard it's very, very, very boring because there's nothing. You get past Manhattan, there's
The
nothing.
nice thing about driving through Wyoming is you can see all the cars that are in the ditches all over the side of the roads off of 80.
Yeah.
If I ever win the lottery, I'm getting somebody who's got a car hauler, like an actual 18-wheeler car hauler. And I'm going out there and I'm going to start picking cars. Because there's some nice old stuff just sitting in ditches. So, so anyway, Alaska Russ goes, I'll ask Andy whenever I get depressed about my weather, I just check your weather there in the North Pole. To which Andy says, thanks. He says, thanks, Alaska Russ. He says, I feel like I live in the banana belt compared to your weather. Oh, he used to live in Barrow.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Even worse. He said the wind chill was something. Yeah, let's see. Barrow, I think. What's the record, I wonder?
Barrow is nasty.
Let's see here. Oh, wow. I didn't even think of that. The unofficial U.S. wind chill record is negative 108 degrees Fahrenheit. But guess where it was set at?
New Hampshire?
Correct. Mount Washington.
That's what I was about to say. It's got to be Mount Washington, yeah.
Yep.
And here's the funny thing. February 4th, 2023.
Yep.
Conditions: actual temperature around -46 with gusts exceeding 127.
Yeah, it's currently -19 in Barrow right now, so and that's temperature. That's not wind chill.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like -41. Oh gosh.
Oh, it's renamed Utqiagvik.
Yeah, you'd yeah, I can't even pronounce it.
Either.
Weird
I
name.
apologize to our Native Alaskans who just slaughtered that. So I just slaughtered that. So. Let's see here. Aren't detailed. The Alaskan state wind chill record of 97 below was set near Howard's Pass in 2014.
And I'm hearing
All-time record low of 56 degrees below Fahrenheit in 1924 in Barrow. So my guess is that's probably when they set the wind chill.
Yeah, Friday and Saturday the high for the day in Barrow is -22. It's the high for the day. Oh my gosh, that's funny as heck. I thought it's cold here. Oh. Is that one of those
observations for the past 3 days? One of those Will Rogers.
Is that one of those warm colds? Like you get the dry heat?
Oh God, no.
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 I know.
Cold.
That's just friggin' cold.
Yeah, Alaska's beautiful.
No,
I enjoy Alaska, but
15:53 Alaska time. It was -18 degrees with a -39 wind chill.
Oh God, no! Just now.
No.
You know how much bourbon I'd have to drink to stay warm? A lot. I would have to break out the single barrel proof stuff. Single barrel proof, like 136 proof I have.
Yeah, so -18 was the high for today.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, we've had stretches in Wisconsin where it's been like 10, 15 days below zero. But it usually gets to like -2. You know, it's close to getting to zero. I can't imagine living somewhere where it's constantly negative and negative double digits.
And they don't have sunlight too.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, because there's no sunlight up there right now. It's
I hope they have really good counseling because
yeah, depression rate is very high. I imagine in that town. Oops. Well, I think if I'm not mistaken, I was watching a documentary a while back. I think in Barrow, you have like a alcohol only a certain amount of alcohol you can buy in a certain amount of time. Because it's like the depression rate's so high they don't want you drinking to death.
I would imagine so.
What I remember. But they do have a cool high school football field. It's a blue turf. And they're like, let's go play a bowl game there. Have it called the Arctic Bowl.
Yeah. I think they did that once.
I don't think the NCAA will do it nowadays.
So, speaking of Arctic, we've reached January, which means it's January patch of the month. It looks like Cookie Monster and Yeti had a kid.
Oh, jeez. It does. I guarantee that's where he got the idea, though, maybe.
You got your Morel patch, and you got your vinyl, and you got
the drawing.
So just so everybody knows, Sean Heron's been busy. When you head over to firearmsradio.net, he redid the entire website, including our homepage. So I'll actually share it because I can. Understand.
Oh dang.
Yeah. Like I said, he's been busy. So he's got 47 active shows. How many total episodes? Apple Podcasts are subscribed to all on Android. I don't know what the role of I think the dice is like if you want to randomize. So if you want to contact about advertising or other things there, you can do that. If you want to shop, you can list all the different podcasts, I think. Oh no, it just got, what the heck? I'm going to file a complaint. Anyway.
Does he have links to his camo on here by chance?
Well, I don't know. I don't see it.
Because I've tried to go in there before, and like my antivirus software like will not let it open.
So community takes you to dang free.
Yeah, it says Camerata could be a fake e-store. Hackers create fake online stores, like looking for real stores. That's like, just let me go to it. I know it's not fake because I know the person that runs it.
DAMORADO.com.
Yep.
So yeah, you can scroll down. He's got a news thing from Pew Report. Scroll down, and then he's got a show of all the shows. So this is what I want to show people. So down at the bottom here, it says spreadsheets suck. Track your armory at pew.locker. So they were talking a couple weeks ago on We Like Shooting, and they were talking, one of the listeners that actually, I think it was Double Tap, one of the listeners that emailed in about, which program was better because he was looking at getting a program to, keep track of his firearms, and they're kind of pricey and stuff. And so Sean and Jeremy were talking about it, and Jeremy goes, well, that's just for people that don't know how to whip an Excel spreadsheet. And Sean's like, there's got to be it can't be that hard. So Sean sat down and literally wrote a program. So, so you click on this, and then, no, I don't want to try Gemini. Piss off. So he's got $7 a month or one-time payment of $99.99. You can cancel at any time if you've got the monthly access. I don't know if you get a refund if you cancel if you do the lifetime. So, but that's not my dog. He's still sleeping. Must be your sister's dog.
It is. It would normally just lays here on the bed, but I'll let it down.
Oh, I did puppy. So if something happens to you, does your spouse or other family members know the difference between all your guns? So it's got the widow view, which generates a clear, simple instruction sheet where you can tag, keep, sell, or gift. So that way, if you pass away, people know what to do with your guns. It's also an emergency assets sheet you can have stored with your collection to make it easier. There's also a widow code. So they have a specific access, but not all access. The other thing you can do, say you're taking guns to the range, is they have smart tags you can print out. So it's a QR code you print out, take it to the range, and it helps you record different data. So let's see here. So let's see here. I don't know. I'm logging into my account on a separate window. And now I'll share this. But you can see what it looks like when you log in. I haven't added any guns yet. So, but this is what it's going to look like when you log in the first time. So it's got a walkthrough. Here's your main locker page. You will see your collection as a whole. Add your gear, click the add firearm. Smart organization, you can use the search bar category, blah, blah, blah. You can do active, or you can do ammo, or you can do archive. So you get rid of one, but you want to keep the information, you can do archive. There's action buttons. You can generate the emergency access sheet. So widow data, if you want to say you want to get your insurance rate adjusted to make sure you have enough coverage for all your guns, you can export it. So you can also manage your subscription. Now here's something. So say you all of a sudden decide you just want to get rid of it. They have a burn notice button where you can click it, and now it's not just a once. You can't click it accidentally, but you click, and then it will, once you do all the steps, it will literally erase your account, your data, everything. So you can have your active firearms. You can add your ammo. So say I want to add some ammo here. Just for fun. We'll do this box of 223 I got sitting here. So helps if I actually. So it brings up the caliber, fills it in for you. And then this actually happens to be federal, so that's kind of funny.
This is a 3.
So scroll down, quantity of rounds, it's 100. My green, you can do 55. These are FMJ, so I'll put that in there as a note. If you want to put in your cost per round, you can do that. Then you hit save ammo. And now it shows it in here. So once I go to the range, I can hit delete, gone. Firearm, just as easy. So I have my Mauser who I'm going to add quick. Just because it's laying here. You want to add a photo, you can add a photo. So, Nick, what type of Mauser did you figure out this was?
That was a Brazilian, 1908.
Okay. Serial number, if you want to put that in there, which it actually has one, amazingly enough. Caliber, we don't know, so we're just going to leave that blank. You can choose your options, rifle, your color, your year manufactured, your country manufactured. That I know because it's German. So any description notes, value, widow instructions. So I can do like keep for family, beneficiary. Say I want to give it to Elijah. And then hit save. So now you can see that's right there. And here's that burn notice button. You got to click it and you got to do a couple things. I'm not doing that because I don't feel like re-signing up. So unless somebody wants to do a $100 rant, then I will. So that's that. So yeah, what did I miss here? So Alaska One Andy says yes, Barrow does have a cool football field out in NARL. Used to see polar bears. Yeah, I remember that, watching that one bowl game. Clifford Zach, thanks for the 20. And he says fan character bouncing their heart-shaped ponytail with stars in their eyes. Is that a line from a show or a movie or a song? Gotta be. So anyway, back to our revamped website that Sean worked so hard on. So yeah, here's Pew Locker down at the bottom. So if you want to do that, you can join there. Here's all the different active podcasts. So here's ours. So right now it's easier to find the merch and supports, but it's gray and red. So here's the Southern Gals Crafts. I'm working on possibly having hats available eventually. So
that'd be nice.
Yeah, I'm working with Chris and Tiffany to possibly have hats available at some point in time, but that's going to be sooner rather than later. Also, when Chris gets some time, he and I are going to rework a couple of the designs. So the ATF stuff will be going away. So if you were thinking about getting either of the ATF t-shirts or hoodies, you better get off the pot because they're going to be gone by the end of January. That's a promise. We're going to be replacing them with something else. So, and then you got support, which takes you to Patreon. If you want to do that, loaded cartridge level is the patch of the month. And then we also have the Lead Farmer, which gets you a $25 gift card to Patriot Patch Company. So basically, you're getting a $25 gift card for donating $35 to the show. So helping us out. And there is a save 15% pay app annual option. So if you pay a year at a time, you can save 15%. That's something that Patreon added. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, MeWe links. I gotta get Chris to add Rumble. Operatives classified, so we don't have a host date on there right now. I gotta talk to Chris or to Sean and see what's the deal with that. And then the episodes that are posted. So working on getting that caught up. So Chris and I have been working together on that. So here is a link to Camerado, Nick, on the banner up top.
Okay, I'll try that, see if that works.
It's a scrolling banner, so it rotates in and out. So look at that guy. You can get gift cards now if you know somebody wants camo, but you don't know what size they want. And you can also get email lists when they launch new stuff. Anyway. So there we go. So that's the new website. One of the things that I didn't point out, but the Patriot Patch Company code changed. It's now WLS 10. Jake wanted to simplify everything, so he got together with Sean, and they just came up with one code for all the shows. But We Like Shooting is the biggest, obviously, so they're going to do WLS 10 as your 10% off at Patriot Patch Company. So there you go. And yes, the dice does randomize. It'll give you a random podcast episode. So if you just want to kind of listen and check stuff out. So I'll be honest, I don't listen to all these shows. So, but Pew Locker's also on the top. That rolling ad window. So, anyway. Yeah. If you're looking for camouflage, it's good stuff from Camerado. Check it out. Camerado.com. Use coupon code RELOAD to save 5%. Gosh. So Billy got back to me. He's the one that got his Form 1 back today. He submitted it on the 1st at like noon. So obviously the AATF doesn't work on weekends. So the 1st was Thursday, which was a holiday, so they didn't work Thursday. So basically Friday, Monday, Tuesday. So less than 72 hours to get his tax stamp back on a Form 1.
That's not bad.
Not bad at all.
I'll let you know how mine goes when I submit mine, but I got to get my fingerprints like you just did. Unfortunately, this place is 25 miles away.
Have you checked any of your UPS stores?
That's it.
Oh, it is? Okay.
There's a UPS store in Sun Prairie. There's a UPS store on the east side of Madison. Neither of them have the fingerprints. They only have it in the one over on Odana Road, which is all the way across Madison. 25 minutes, not 25 miles. So, yeah. But, yeah. So now I kind of feel bad because used to send a crap ton of people when they were when we were looking for licensing and stuff, especially sub licenses for the district. When I was doing that, I used to send 3 to 5 people a week, and I thought they were going to the east side one. I didn't realize they had to go all the way over to the west side, so I kind of feel bad for them all now. That kind of sucks. Other thing I did over, I never made it out shooting because I just never was motivated enough to go out in the freaking cold. Sorry. For the couple of days I was motivated, the wind was 15 to 20 miles an hour. Not very conducive for shooting. So when you're trying to get results. And reading the wind is not the result I was going for. So, but I did help a listener figure out his crimping issues that he was having. One of the Discord folks was having some crimping issues where he was bulging the case from crimping it, and then it wouldn't fit in the case checker. So we spent some time video chatting and got it all figured out, and he's all good now.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was fun. And did a test run while we were doing this of the chat feature on Discord with using the video, and it was actually pretty good. So, I mean, we've used the audio. We've used it listed as an audio chat in Discord, but you can use video. You can turn your webcams on too. It was actually pretty good. Not very resource intensive, shall we say? So,
Okay.
that was nice. So, next week, we're going to work on that some more. Yeah. Frankfurt Arsenal. Oh, yeah, that's not going to work. So we're going to work on that. Maybe get it finished. I don't know. So we'll see. So we're going to work on that. End of January, beginning of February, we're going to do some casting. Finally.
Yay.
So I've got to get my butt. I've got a 30-gallon propane tank I got to go get recertified and filled.
Did you hear the good news on the casting front?
What?
NOE is back.
Really? Did he sell it to somebody, or did he just decide he was bored?
I think he sold it. The reason why I'll pull it up and NOE bullets, not bone. NOE bullet molds. If you go to the website, it says great news, NOE fans. Al has worked out a deal and NOE will continue. This doesn't mean equipment needs to be moved and employees trained, so expect molds to start arriving in early 2026.
Okay, cool.
So I'm assuming he sold it, the way I read that.
Yep.
Which is needed because you'll all agree NOE was I think one of the better molds.
Yeah.
You could get, and because they were really the only option for a lot of different things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially custom molds.
Yep. Yeah, Accurate is pretty good. They go to a certain degree, but NOE covers a bigger vast array of options.
Speaking of molds, Lee finally got with the program and is now offering some powder-coated molds.
Saw that. Yeah.
Powder-coated bullets. So
I think I heard somewhere rumblings they might start the custom program back up.
That'd be nice.
I heard some rumblings. I don't know how true that is. So
I will tell.
Be nice if they did the custom dies again.
I didn't realize they killed that too.
Yeah, they killed all the custom line stuff.
That sucks.
But who knows? I'll get with Joel. Maybe after shot we'll get Joel back on for sure. So
we're definitely working on that. So
yeah, because I know shot is in 2 weeks. I will probably for sure be watching everything while I'm at work. Everything from Monday and Tuesday morning. And of course, all next week, kind of trying to get any insight of what's going to be released. I haven't seen anything yet from Shot being announced, which is crazy. And I have the app downloaded, everything. I'm trying to get as much information as I can find. Nothing.
Yeah, same
which
here.
is weird. I think we're going to see a big suppressor stuff coming. I think we'll see a lot of suppress.
I think they were keeping it quiet because they wanted to make sure that this was going to go through, which it has.
Yeah, absolutely. I just think we'll see a lot of innovation on the suppressor front. I think that's I'm thinking we're going to see.
I want to see the cost come down, but
yeah, it's starting to.
Now that the demand will go up because it's
I compared it when I moved over here to when I bought mine, and it's gone down about $60 to $80.
Yeah.
Give it time. We might be down another 100 quarter, maybe. It's hard to say. So it'll be interesting.
Cost for suppressors themselves have gone down in price. But they're still expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to be to a certain point.
Yeah. Well, it's like the can I bought that's in jail right now was $780-ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's a stainless steel or no, titanium. I believe it's titanium in Inconel, if I'm not mistaken. Let me pull that up.
Inconel is going to be expensive because it's 3D printed and it's expensive metal.
Yeah.
No.
But if you take a look at it and think about it, guys, they were talking, that suppressor 5 years ago would have been, $600-700 more.
Yeah. Well, and that's another thing with like I look at the suppressor I end up buying. Like I said, this is a full back pressure can. Everything, all your gas pressure comes to your face. So the gentleman that owns the company or is around the company, it just is designing right now what he's going to be calling the OCM6. Same overall length, same everything, but it's going to be flow through technology, which would be nice. But so what he's doing right now, he's doing it where you can pay $480, I think, to have your standard back pressure OCM5 record to the flow through. I was going to wait and see and just get the OCMs, the new flow through. But I thought about like, okay, he's charging $400 to recore these ones. I think he's just going to charge that $400 more. Maybe not the full $400. I could see at least $200 more. At that point, I'm already over $1,000. So I'm like, buy this one, and this is way more correct on what the clones are going to be. So, but that's why I went with. Let's see. Does he say? Of course, he doesn't say what it is made out of.
Are you wondering?
Here we go. It's a titanium tube, and then it's got stainless steel baffles. So,
and anytime it's titanium,
yeah,
it's expensive.
The original Allen Engineering's this one, yeah, that's why it's $700 some dollars too. I think this one's like 16 ounces, so they knocked quite a bit of the weight off.
Nice.
How does that work, Mike? I wonder. So for next week, if I have my suppressor, can we show those off, or is that considered a firearm and they can't be shown off on live streams?
You should be able to show it off.
That's like it's not an actual like firearm per se. I got a little confused filling out the form, the actual like Form 1 stuff, because the first question's like completely different than like your normal 4473 form. I'm like, I had to read it like 4 times. I'm like,
yeah,
okay.
I started filling mine out, and I got to the point where I needed to submit the fingerprints, and yeah, it's like you read it, and then you read it again, and you read it again, and you read it again.
Yeah, I'm like, are you trying to trick me?
Well, it's the government, so yeah.
True. I'm just waiting for them to redo the 4473 again.
Yep.
Yeah, because I can get the can right now, if it was in stock on Silencer Shop, is $768. I think I got mine a little cheaper than that, but
Yeah.
But
I forgot Sig Sauer cans are so expensive.
yeah, and, my next one's gonna be like a dedicated, just standard like 5.56 can for like my standard carbines. I don't need a 22 can because I don't have anything right now. It's 22 threaded 22.
I do. I'm 3D printing one. As soon as I get my form back.
The only 22 I'll have will be that integrally suppressed 1022 that we're building right now.
Mhm.
But that hasn't started yet. We're going to start that project probably here in February when we both have nothing going on. We'll find a Sunday. We'll just go to the shop on a Sunday and waste some time.
There you go.
Probably the one I'm thinking about, I'm either stuck between the Otter Creek Polonium K, which is their dedicated 5.56 can, or I think the best suppressor name in the game right now, the Resilient Stacy's Bomb.
That's funny.
I love the name. I just love the name. That's every time I say it, it gets the song stuck in my head.
Yep. That's friggin' hilarious.
That, or I might try the local company, AB Suppressors.
Yeah.
They're based down by Dad's house.
You got Griffin.
Their dedicated 5.56 cans only $450. It's like, dang, it's pretty cheap. So, yeah, I think give it 2-3 months. I think we'll see times be even shorter.
Yeah,
I'm interested to see, like right now, scrolling through Silence Shop, still a ton of cans in stock. I figured we'd be seeing like what was going on with the ammo, like at all the gun shops and all the guns during when COVID hit.
No, I was talking to quite a few of them at different over time, and they kind of knew that it was coming, so they kind of started ramping up.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
But it looks like Griffin's the only one that's from Wisconsin.
I expected more submittals. So what, they have 150,000 on the first day?
Something like that.
I expected more, but 150,000 is still a lot compared to the normal 2,500 per day.
So, Griffin's Explorer series. They're 300. Paper mount is $794.95. Not bad. Now their ultralight, which is rated up to 300 Win Mag, is $439. That's a direct thread, I think. Well, no, it looks like it is a hub. They also have a 36, so they'd be up to 357. And then they have a 46, which should figure out everything else. Then they got a Bushwhacker, which looks like it's a universal suppressor, designed to go from anywhere from 17 to 450.
Damn.
That's $899.95. So basically, what that is, it's I'm guessing the outer tube is the serialized part, and then it's got baffle stacks and different end caps. So. But yeah, so I mean, there's lots of companies out there. I personally am gonna make sure to get at least one Bowers can. So I'm probably But yeah, Bowers has got lots of cans available. Tom's got lots of good stuff available. I've shot Tom's cans. They hold up. So
cool to find a way where we could have it where if we got like I know the situation where I know you and I, Mike, when we were at SHOT that one year, we talked to Silencer Central.
Mhm.
If we got to like find a way to like test them, we could send them to different people, especially now that we're all in free states.
Well, what we could do is we could set up a trust
Yeah.
and have them in the trust, but the only problem is, who's all going to put them in a trust, and I don't know the legalities of being in a trust and also having your own.
Well, and that's what we're doing. Right, we're gonna do is we're gonna get all ours bought that we want. So get all my SBRs done, and then the plan is to form a trust with all the NFA stuff in it,
Mhm.
with all of us in our immediate family. So in case something happens, Dad and I are
So you're going to want, my understanding. Well, now you don't have to pay the tax stamp anymore, but
that's
would
why we
have to
waited.
You would have to go through and do all the paperwork all over
Yeah,
for each item. So you should probably do the trust sooner rather than later.
yeah.
The best thing to do. I don't really remember this part of the conversation or not, but the best thing to do is get the trust created with one person.
And add individuals.
Paul.
Yeah.
Water says hi and Happy New Year. He said, P.S. Wake up Paul and hug him for me. So, but yeah, get your trust, and then they said the best thing to do is get your trust, get your one item in there, and then add other people.
Yeah,
and it's easier to do it that way. Alaska Russ was saying, I have a friend from Austria, and it's considered inconsiderate to shoot without a suppressor. He can walk into a hardware store and pick one up. Yes,
I think that's the goal for us in the firearms industry. Kill the NFA, make it basically filling out a 4473 and passing background check. That's what it should be.
Well, suppressors, I don't think should be a background check.
Well, if they're serialized, they have to.
They shouldn't be serialized. You don't have to have a background check in Europe.
True.
Order said, forgot to say Happy New Year to all you guys. May this coming year be great for all of us. Later, all, and thanks for the past years. And then he said, P.S. Wake up, Paul. Thanks, Oder. We appreciate you.
I'm up.
Maybe sometime I'll actually get to travel to Iceland. So I saw you were still breathing, Paul, so it was all good.
I know, I'm just sitting here. I'm listening to you guys going on and on about suppressors, and I'm in Illinois, and I can't touch one. Okay, so
you got to figure out how to get back to Indiana.
I'd love to get back to Indiana, but that's not going to happen for a while.
Yeah,
I got one that's going to be 1 year old over here that is learning how to walk. And and he got a reach on him that you wouldn't believe.
Oh yeah.
So everything is now at the 3 foot level. And so yeah, it's
hey, Russ, you can swear in the chat. It's okay. So yeah, I've started my Form 1 process. Now, Nick, you bought yours before you paid the $200 tax stamp, didn't you?
Yep, for my first one. Yep,
because you were impatient.
I was still in Illinois at the time when I bought my first one. So, and we had no chance. That was during during Biden? Actually, I can tell you. Hang on, I'll tell you the exact date when I got it because it's on my drive here. Drive.
The reason why you got it though was because you have an FFL.
Yes. So in Illinois, that's one interesting thing. If you have a CNR federal firearms license, you can do SBRs.
Right.
Which is the weirdest thing to think about in the world. But you can on suppressors.
But
figure that one out.
And you can't buy a new SBR in Illinois.
Correct. It's got to be considered a CNR. It is so weird. I never understood it.
Okay, it's Illinois first off.
True.
Nobody said that they made any sense there. Woodman 8261 goes, my granddaughter turned 1 today. I think they will name the next hurricane after her.
Mm-hmm.
So wow, I'm going way back. The approval came through on May of 2020.
Yeah.
So that's when I had and that's for my little PPSH 43 subgun.
Mhm.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm gonna do, of course, the lower that's going on this Gordon carbine build. I'm gonna be SBRing my Sten Mark V kit I built.
Nice.
And then just as of right now, just a standard AR, just lower that I can throw all my different uppers on.
Mhm.
Nice.
For if I get, and then nothing being planned on this right now. But the shop that does all my gunsmithing and everything, their next big project is VZ61 lower receivers.
Ooh.
The little Czech VZ61, little 32 ACP. So, and they're gonna be a good price. And at that point, I'll pick one up and SBR it.
Fun.
Okay.
So, especially when it's free, that's the best thing about it. So,
Yeah.
well, and then I'll have my form. We'll have my form 4 for the integrally suppressed 1022, and we're only doing it as a form 4.
Right.
We're not going to do it as a 2 stamp because we'll pin and weld the suppressor to the barrel, so I don't have to notify crossing state lines.
I'll be right back.
Oh. Okay.
It's one thing I found out interesting and during this whole research process. So say an SBR, you got to fill out the form 5320-20
right.
to cross into or go wherever you're going. You got to
Right.
submit that to the ATF. If you're going hunting, say I'm going down to your lane in Missouri, Paul, to hunt.
Yeah.
If I have a standard rifle, but I want to put my can on it to go hunt, no form needed, which is the weirdest thing in the world to think about. It's like it's
Yeah.
NFA. You would think NFA would fall in one category, but I guess not.
No. Oh no. That's the thing about the NFA is that you have to be an encyclopedia in order to do everything.
Yeah, it's just a mess. But
yeah, if you owned a full auto and you wanted to go to Kentucky to a shoot, you'd have to fill out a form.
And I wish there was a way they could do it, like right here in the KC Metro. I got a buddy that has property down on the southwest or southeast side of the metro on the Missouri side. If I want to go show his lane with my SBR, got to fill out the form, which I think is dumb. I'm technically not leaving the metro. That's what's dumb. I'm still in the KC Metro.
It's still leaving your property.
Yeah,
so really.
Fortunately, we have another guy that has some property up here about an hour north of me in Kansas, so I don't have to fill anything out if we go to his property. So
okay,
so it makes that easy. Just pack up the sub guns and SBRs and go. Even though I don't have any machine guns, I would love one. I would love.
Then you gotta feed it.
Well, that's why I would do it in 9. I would do if I could build a post sample machine gun. If I did the licensing, all that, a Sten, because 9's relatively cheap still.
Yeah.
I would have a full auto 1022.
Yep.
Maybe if I had the money, buy one of the American 180s. Cheap to shoot.
There is one that makes sense because you can put 50, 100 rounds in that gun, and
you're buzzing it. You're not breaking the bank.
Yeah.
Even 9, really 9 doesn't break the bank either. I think the 45 maybe like a Thompson. You're starting to get up there a little bit with 45, but
a little bit.
45.
Have you looked at the price on 45
I have not.
lately?
I can't tell last box of 45 I bought. I seriously, I can't tell last box of regular ammo I bought.
Right.
The last box of ammo I bought.
I think I've been buying some 77 grain stuff. That's about it.
I bought a box of 9mm when I took my daughter out shooting because she wanted to try some hollow points in her gun. And I didn't have any hollow points with. So that was the last box.
Yeah, it's probably been.
I have.
Okay. It's probably okay. I take it back. It's less than that. But I bought the shop that I go to had all sorts of surplus Yugo M67 762 by 39, and it was just dirt cheap, like 20 cents a round on stripper clips. So I bought all they had because it was that cheap to feed the AK. But that's I think the last factory ammo I bought.
I have some critical defense 38 special that I keep for my my belly gun, and it doesn't get shot. You know, just take it out. I go to the range, take it out. I put in some, 38s that I reloaded and everything else. I have not bought a box of factory ammo other than a box of 9mm in the last 10 years.
It's
So I'm on Ammo Seek right now, and you're looking at the cheapest for 1,000 round is 177. So 17.77 around.
still 17 cents ain't too bad.
Can't load it for that.
No, I don't think you can load much right now unless you're getting into specialty loads like 77 grain stuff. I guarantee you can load 77 grain cheaper still than buying it.
Yeah, you can, because that's different kind of ammo. I mean,
I don't even know if 55 grain you're starting to get you're probably getting close. Well, no, you can probably still load 55
grain.
cheaper.
You're at 55 cents a round.
Yeah, because I was going to pick up some,
and it's real close.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to pick up some. If I can find it, it looks like somebody's got it, but I got to check some of that. What is that? Is that Swiss? That Triple G? 5.56. Some of the for 55 grain. It's supposedly some of the most accurate 55 grain you can get.
It is very accurate and it's very good stuff. And I have,
I think I saw it for like 23 cents a round. I'm like, that's cheap.
I bought it.
And so I think
I bought that back in 2003. I bought 3,000 rounds of it to be just pack away. That's all. It just got packed away, and that's it. My standard load, though, that I run through my ARs is a 69 grain hollow point. Usually Sierra with double A 223 and Lake City case. And,
like I was shopping for some parts for this build, and I was on Shooting Surplus, and they have where is it at? The PMC X-Tac. They're 62 grain for 50 cents a piece right now, which is pretty good price for 62 grain PMC.
Right. Yeah.
So ammo's weird right now. Like I look at it, your 5.56, your 22 is starting to drop a little bit. We're starting to settle. But like I look at all my old military cartridges, finding PPU is impossible right now with the tariffs and the importation stoppage. I can't even find brass. Like I was helping a buddy try to search from 7.5 Swiss brass. Not a lick of it on the internet anywhere. I even used Ammo Seek, and I rarely use Ammo Seek.
Yeah.
But nothing. This is worse than COVID, because with COVID you could get some stuff here and there, kind of sneak in. Nothing right now. It is dead bone dry.
Now, Graf and Son has got pulled down 223 brass. Okay, they're $28 100, but you got to remember they're primed. Okay.
Yeah, that's hard to beat.
Right. No, 5.56 has gotten expensive.
Yeah, 5.56 is weird. Yeah, I say if you can get it for under 60 cents.
Hopefully, my dog does not hear that fire truck.
Yeah.
He howls at him.
But yeah, I say under 60 cents, you're getting a pretty good price. From where I'm sitting right now.
The cheapest thing is 38 cents a round. Now it's cheaper to load 5.56 again.
If my dad buys 5.56 or 223, he's an idiot. When we move all his stuff, oh my goodness, does that man have so much 5.56 223 brass? Like we just kept pulling buckets of 5.56 223 brass out of storage unit. I'm like, geez, how much do you have here?
Let's check 223.
Now, 308. It's another one. Okay.
Mhm.
I can buy pulled down GI brass, which is Lake City. $43 a hundred. It's 43 cents a piece. Brand new, primed. Okay. Yeah.
Firehawk, are you looking for a conversion like the trimmer or the cutter? Is that what you're looking for? Or are you looking for like a load?
No, he's looking for a setup in order to trim it out.
The Harbor Freight little chop saw.
Yep.
And the Squirrel Daddy.
Best little thing you can buy for like $35. And then yes, the Squirrel Daddy. I think they upgraded it now recently, where like you push it and it like shoots the case out. I think they put a little detent in that thing now, which is nice. But yeah, you can get the chop saw from Harbor Freight's what now? Jeez.
And the Squirrel Daddy, just so you know, is a holder for to measure the
Yep.
case out, so when it fits into the Harbor Freight.
Yeah, the Dylan thing's okay. I'm not a Dylan guy. I don't have any Dylan products. The two guys on the right, my left and right, do. But you're looking at, if you buy the cutter,
Oh,
you're talking what? I have no idea. I've never
well,
priced
first
it.
off, you got to have a special head. Okay, so because the case is so short that it has to recess the cutter
Yep.
in your tool head. So you have to have that. It's $400 for the cutter now,
Yeah,
plus the die,
Yep.
because that is a full length die. So you're at $450. And then the tool head, it's it's a nice way to go and everything else, but
yeah.
if it was me, I would sit down and I'd buy the cutter that from Harbor Freight with the Squirrel Daddy, and
Yep.
just get me close, and
It gets you close. You're gonna get case expansion anyway. You're gonna have to trim
Yeah.
it, so it gets you close.
And you buy from K&M, you can get a holder like this, and where am I at? There we are. You can put it in a Little Crow Gunworks trimmer, and you can quickly go through and finish trim up everything else on it.
Yeah, you're $34.99 for the saw right now on Harbor Freight.
Yeah.
Plus, if you find find the coupon,
cutters, right?
You save what, 10-15%.
Yeah.
Sign up for that coupon list. And then you're $18 for the Squirrel Daddy jig.
Mm-hmm.
It's the best way to go.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you how many thousands of pieces I've picked up off the range and of 223, 556 and converted to 300 blackout. You're basically getting free brass. And what you are, free brass, and then you just got your primer, your powder, and your bullet. And I use, for most of my plinking loads, just 150 grain FMJ. You can get those cheap. Powder, you're a relatively decent little powder load, not crazy expensive. Prime, you're about 7 to 8, 10 cents at most. It's for us reloaders, 300 blackout is a pretty cheap cartridge to shoot still.
Yeah. Just mark your magazines and mark your ammo boxes.
What I do, and this is something I started recently doing, all my 5.56 goes in non-see-through polymer magazines. So Magpul, Mission First Tactical, whatever I have, are non-see-through, non-translucent. All my 300 blackout goes in Lancer mags.
Now I go with the Lancer mags because I like that, but Magpul, I'm walking away from. I'm sorry, I don't.
I might be switching it where I go. I don't shoot a lot of 300 blackout, so I might switch it to where Magpul mags might become the 300 blackout, and my Lancers might become my 5.56 because, of course, that's what stays in the plate carrier.
Mhm.
And with the a lot of times I just run metal mags with 5.56 anyway.
I like.
I got crap
What
ton
are
of them.
they? What are they? DH. Uh, yeah, D and H.
Oh yeah, yep.
These
I
here.
noticed. Yeah,
These
yeah,
here.
they're good. Yeah.
They're good. They're cheap.
Yep.
I was buying them for what, $7-8 a piece.
Yeah, you can still get metal mags pretty affordable.
Yep.
I found that keeping Magpul mags loaded, they want to expand.
Yep, expand. Yep.
Lancers, not a problem because they got the metal up on top. They're good.
Yep.
They're good to go.
Duramags are really good as well. The Duramags, if you can find those. I know you can get them. I'm looking on Ames right now. They're $12.
Firehawk says anneal before or after cutting. Why anneal? I don't need to anneal 300 blackout.
No. It's such a low pressure cartridge. You're not going to get any issues. Yeah.
You're not looking,
You're not looking to push it. So it doesn't need to have that nailing to prevent case neck cracking or anything. And nice thing about it, you're making a 223. You can just go find more 223.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not worth the time. I don't think any of us have ever annealed 300 black. I don't know if I do, I'm using it as samples of a brass. I'm using the anneal 5.56 brass because it's the same. I'm using the same lot of brass, say federal brass I picked up at the range. I've converted some to 300 blackout. Oh, it was a little short or bad cut or something, whatever. But I'm annealing some federal 5.56 brass. I just use that as a nulled out case to see because the metallurgy of that brass is going to be the same. So that's really the only time I think I've ever annealed a 300 blackout case.
Brand new Winchester Lake City.
It's just cheap.
Is $90 for 250, 36 cents a piece.
Actually, it's kind of died off, but the place I used to buy all my 5.56 2.3 brass cheap were the MeWe pages for years. Like I could get 1,000 pieces. Of course, this is pre-COVID. Like 1,000 pieces in a nice box shipped to my front door under $100.
Yeah,
like nothing. And I bought like 3 or 4 of those, and I just stacked them up.
Yeah.
I guarantee most good reloaders, if they shoot 2, 3, 5, 6 quite a bit, have at least 10,000 pieces of 5.56 brass. At least.
Yeah.
Yep. It's easy enough to come across. So,
and like I said, I don't know why, but I keep picking it up. I'll pick 200-300 pieces up at the range. It's just so nice to have for those rainy days if you want to load some 300 blackout. You got free brass. So
here's fully processed Lake City brass that's been sorted by brand, by head stamp. $110 for 1,000.
Yep.
I mean, that's what, 11 cents a piece. I mean, come on.
yep.
Yeah.
If I want mixed range brass, 1,000. Well, mixed range brass, 2,000. Okay, $140.
7 cents a round.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I can use it not for 300 blackout. I actually use I've experimented with it. I haven't done it a ton. taking it and making 7.62 Tokarev out of it. You can, you just cut it down, run it through the sizing die, use a 30 carbine 110 grain bullet. I made 7.62 Tokarev.
Nice, because that stuff's hard to find to begin with and expensive.
Yeah. Yep. And 30 carbine 110 grain bullets are relatively cheap still.
Yep.
Such a light powder charge and a pistol primer.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Yeah, because when I was at the shop yesterday, checking on some stuff, they had Tokarev. A box of 50 was like $46.
Yep.
I can load it probably for 10 to 15.
Yeah.
At most, and that's just rough guess in my head.
But that's that's what we're trying to do here. It's either you're doing for the accuracy, or you're doing it for the blasting ammo.
Yep.
Or the hunting ammo. I mean, that's what we're here for.
Well, the Tokarev's going through my SBR that has a 10-inch barrel. I'm not going for accuracy. I'm just going for plinking.
Right. So okay, it's blasting ammo. That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
And they want you to spend $45 for 50.
Not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen. No.
Yeah.
I can sit down and say, yeah, I make super accurate ammo on cases that are costing me $1.50 a piece.
Mm-hmm.
And I turn around though and I want to make self-defense ammo, and I'm looking at a little less than $1 a round. So and that's new brass, that's new primer, that's everything is new, ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just sitting there trying to say that if you're going to make 300 blackout, and I can sit down and buy 2,000 pieces of brass for $150, and I don't have to go to a range to try to scrounge. It's going to be once fired brass pretty much. I can sit down and cut it all up, without a problem.
Yep.
Now try to get me to do 300 blackout, and now you got a real problem there. But what can I
come on, Paul.
So Firehawk 896. We actually are going to do a series on that. So
yep.
You said that but we're going to do a full series. I don't know, probably March.
I know you and I talked about different cartridges, like converting modern cases.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Because I look at, like I said before, on the surplus side, PPU is non-existence right now.
Yep.
So I've started diving into my book even more, my case conversion book, or the forums. Before the last 6 months, I couldn't tell you the last time I was on Reddit. I've been on Reddit so much in the last 2 weeks trying to research for different things. It's getting to a point. My ADHD is kicking in, or OCD is kicking in, just like trying to figure these things out.
Mm-hmm.
It's bad. It's getting bad, and I'm hoping it ends soon, but we'll see. Supposedly, it's all due to the war in Ukraine, but I think it's partially tariffs, but who knows?
Here you go. Grafenson is selling Lapua 22-250 brass, which is expensive, expensive brass. $1.38 a cartridge. Hornady 22-250 brass is $1 a piece, $50.99 for 50. Remington 22-250 is $68 for 50, and Peterson is now making 22-250 brass, which is good.
I'm looking at 6ARC right now, and it's below $1 for Starline.
Yeah,
which is crazy. So I never thought I would see 6ARC below $1 for brass.
Well, what about Alpha and Peterson and all those people?
They got Peterson, box of 50s, $55, so $1.10. what's the difference? You can get, if you buy it in bulk at 500, it drops it to $1. They normally have alpha. It's out of stock right now. Box of 100 is 140, so $1.40. They got Hornady, and give me Starline over that all day. Box of 50s, $49. They got Nosler in stock. 100 pieces is 46, and then it's a little more for the 50, but yeah, and normally I think if you buy, I was looking 6 arc, the Hornady black stuff is $42 for 20 rounds right now.
Yeah.
So brass, you're about 75 cents, just round up to an even nickel. You're probably, I haven't looked at bullets, you're probably about 30 to 40 cents a bullet, maybe a little more.
It depends what you're shooting. Okay.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, I've been shooting a lot of the Hornady, 80 grain ELD varmint bullet, VT. Yeah, they're 40 cents, 42 cents a piece. Okay. But I was looking at your Nosler 6 arc brass. Normally was $133.99.
Yeah, down like $46.
Down to $46.
That's insane.
Come on, I mean,
Yeah.
Well,
I look at it. I'm not even logged in with my dealer account yet on on Graphs. What's that going to drop some of these prices to?
Don't know. I mean, it's just
actually
there's,
let's log in real quick. Log in, sign in. There we go. Signed in. 6mm arc. And rifle brass. It drops it to, for Starline, bag of $164.
Yeah.
So about 10 cents I get off.
Okay.
Well, yeah, right, 10 cents. So,
but it swings it into an affordable range.
Absolutely. And I waited for my next, once my clone builds are done on my IR uppers, my next upper is going to be a 6 arc build. Haven't determined what barrel length yet. But I waited because I know a lot of people that got burnt on the 224 Valkyrie game. And they can't get rid of it. I waited for arc until it's either died or it's here to stay. And it's here to stay. I don't see it going anywhere. We're getting military contracts with it now.
And, even the 22 arc is doing well. So
a lot of the arcs are actually.
And that's putting you in the 22 250 range in an AR, in a small form AR.
Yeah.
So,
and with 22 250, it's a barrel burner. It burns out barrels. You burn out brass real quick. I haven't heard any issues with arc. You're burning out barrels or burning out.
Well, it's getting you close. Okay, it's not getting you to real 22 250 velocities, but it's getting close.
Yeah.
But it's a, first off, I'm getting it in a small form. Not a bolt action or a AR-10, but a 6 arc. I think in a Howa, the Howa action, that little one that they make, that would
mini
be
action.
Yeah, the mini action. That would be.
I'll be right back. The dog wants to go downstairs.
Yep.
I try to convince it so long to stay up here.
I haven't heard any complaints about bolts on them, but I haven't done a lot of digging into it either. They're GT Schwing. So
there's always issues on bolts and ARs, okay? Especially in the larger ones. But, there's enough people that are making fully tested bolts and bolt carrier groups that are, magnetically inspected, that you shouldn't have a problem.
Yeah, no, it's been long enough. I think those issues are gone.
If you're buying
30 carbine's expensive.
Yeah, 30 carbine brass is weird right now.
No, the actual cartridges.
Yes, that's why you load it. There's no point in buying it.
50 rounds of American Eagle,
Mm-hmm.
$56.99.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's insane to buy it. It's weird.
I was just curious what a box of 3030 is going for.
Well, what I've heard on wearing wrong is not so much wearing wrong and breaking, is people pushing it and not paying attention to the pressure limits of the
Mm-hmm.
bolt and the gun. Okay. A lot of people sit down and say, here it is. I got a gun that's going to shoot, 60,000 PSI. And they have no clue when they're going over that because they don't see it right away. Um, people don't measure case head expansion. People don't look for what's going on in the back end of the case, for ejector marks and
Nope.
and swipe and everything else.
Yep. First thing I look at is the primer. It's the very first thing I look at.
See, the first thing that you look at when you look at a primer, the primers lie to you. I'm going to
Yeah, no, they do. They do.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Primers lie. Look at the case. Look to see if there's any ejector swipe on it. Look to see if there's any rubbing on the bolt face, on the face of the cartridge. Look to see that first. If you can take measurements and do it, then you'll understand a little more. But if you get over 1,000 expansion at the head of the case head, then you got problems.
Yeah.
But remember, guys, brass moves at 80,000 PSI, okay? So if you're seeing expansion and everything like that, you got to back off. You got to back off. We're not Ultimate Reloader here taking a 308 case and running it up to 300 Win Mag velocities, and because we don't have the equipment to test it like they do.
Right.
Yeah, I wish I had strain gauges and everything else to test all that stuff, guys. What I have is a very accurate blade micrometer and a good magnifying glass to look at my case heads.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it isn't so much wearing wrong is it's breaking because of pressure, and cheap bolts also are going to break.
Yep.
Well, it's like the bolt BCG that's going in this AR build. It's a PSA bolt, but it was one of their mil spec contract runs.
Okay.
It's MP tested. It's got all the. Hang on, let me see if I can pull it up. Helmet listed armory. I hate this stupid. Are you 18?
Yeah, you're not 18.
I would hope so. I have bought a lot of stuff legally. Where are you at?
You nutty monkey.
Oh, come on. I know you're in here somewhere.
What are you looking for?
It was on the BCG that I bought. Actually, I'll just go to my email. I get there that way. There we go. So it's the contract overrun Carpenter 158. It's high pressure tested, MPI tested, MP marked, all of it. It's got all the correct stuff. It's chrome lined, and it was like $70. It's got, and that's one thing you gotta make sure you look at when you buy like an AR bolt. You buy it's, and like I say, the bolt is the life of an AR.
Mm-hmm.
It's a buy once, cry once on that situation.
Yep.
There we go. Yeah, it's mil spec Carpenter 158 tool steel, shot peened. They're individually high pressure tested, individually magnetic particle inspected, chrome lined full auto carrier, chrome lined gas key, chrome lined hardened GI USGI specs. It's got grade 8 fasteners, staked gas key, tool steel extractor, and then of course the O-ring and spring. So
I'm going to tell you right off top of my head that if you go to JP Enterprises and look for a 6.5 Grendel bolt,
oh yeah, you'll find it.
okay, their bolt will last.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're about $165 or so, and you will get a bolt that will work.
So, yeah, I mean, that's the biggest thing is, they've just like the 7.62 by 39 bolts. They've been out long enough that they've fixed them so they don't break easily like they used to.
Yep.
Well, if you go to like Krager barrels and you ask for a bolt to match the headspace, they offer you to put to use a JP Enterprise bolt
Oh, nice.
for their that way the bolt matches the chambering of the barrel. So, and the headspace is set. Most people who put an AR together don't look to see if the headspace is right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's just the way, we're so brought up as being mil spec. It should, all go together right. Doesn't mean it goes together right.
Oh,
What do they call it? Tolerance stacking. Your 1,000 difference here, your 1,000s difference there,
yeah.
1,000s difference over here. It all adds up.
Yes, it does. And then suddenly you got problems. So
yeah. I mean, I see a lot of people with 300 Win Mag having problems, with cases separating and everything else. They have problems. They don't know what they're doing wrong.
Mhm.
And the first thing we all learn with any belted Magnum is after you fire it one time, work off the shoulder, don't work off the belt. Even though it's supposed to headspace off the belt, doesn't mean it's the right place to headspace. Okay, it's still dealing with a shoulder case, and you can oversize the brass, reduce it in size too much, and lead to incipient case head separation.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, yeah, that's definitely something that we'll dive into a little more of that too when we get to that point. So, so next couple weeks we're gonna work on getting that up and running. The Frankfurt Arsenal X10. And then we'll talk about stuff we've seen that was released at SHOT in February.
We'll get Joel, hopefully.
Yeah. And
Try to get
hopefully
Joel. Yeah.
and that other one we talked about.
Yep. Good old friend of ours from the past that is now at a new company. So
See, that's the thing with firearms as an industry. Most people never leave the firearms industry. They just move from company to company.
Yep.
The more you're the
every year
longer
I go
you're
to-
in this, the more you find that out. So
oh yeah. And when I go to SHOT, it's like, oh wait, he was at such and such company last year. Now he's here. Or he
Now
was
he's
at them
here.
2 weeks ago. And
or she's over there. So
yeah, it's
I'm sorry you have to go to Toronto.
yeah, that sucks.
And the only thing worse would be going to Ottawa. So, yeah, we aren't actually going to SHOT. So
Not this year. Probably hopefully next
nobody
year.
nobody else could go, and I don't have the money to go, so nobody's going to SHOT. So we're just going to be doing secondhand reporting on that stuff. So, but that's about it for that. So, oh, it's a paid vacation for work. I don't know if that makes any better. Hey, if you can get them to get you to go to a Maple Leafs game, then that might not be too bad. Because that would, regardless of how you feel about the Maple Leafs, that would be cool to get the hockey game there. So, I mean, it's not the Gardens like it used to be, but still. But season, ooh, fun. Yeah, my pontoon's actually going to see water this year, so.
You gonna drive it by the lake?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to take a 5-gallon bucket and set it in front of it in storage.
Oh, okay.
Here, this is what water looks like.
Because I know you dragged the ice shanty out to go ice fishing. We got early ice, and then all of a sudden, bang, warm weather. Okay,
Shanty's still in the back of the truck.
Yep.
I haven't charged the auger battery, so. Oh, yeah, I was going to, and then I saw that. I'm like, eh. So, yeah, it is what it is. So, there'll be plenty of time to go in end of January and February because it's going to get friggin' cold. So,
boat show season. What's that? Oh yeah, that's where you pour money into into the.
Well, you know what boat stands for, don't you?
Yeah.
Bring out another 1,000.
Yep.
Boats, a hole in the water where you throw money.
Yep.
Yeah, well, it's fun anyway. So.
Oh, I've owned enough of them. Yeah.
This one's probably not going anywhere because this one was my dad's, so I'll be hanging on to it. Yeah. So that's all the news it isn't for now. But yeah, we've definitely got some guests that we're going to be working on getting lined up.
Yeah, I got to reach back out to the guy that was it that burst fire nailer.
Yeah,
I heard back, but it's just got busy with work. I got to reach back out to him, try to make a connection, and see if he'll come on. So he listens to the show, so
yeah, and he's got that annealer that new one he's got is
got that one.
sounding pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I think Ken got one of the burst fires.
Yeah, but they have the new one with the induction annealing. That's what I'm waiting for. Yeah, and
Oh, so he has to go deal with Bombardier stuff.
Yeah, and I want to get that guy back from who we had the discussion with on ballistics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he'd be willing to come on again, so we just got to
Yep.
get another set of notes and get it to him. But that'd be fun.
Mm-hmm. But I want all the guys online to know about it ahead of time so they can get their questions in.
Yeah, no
You
kidding.
know.
Yeah, that would be helpful. So.
Yep.
So he helps out with the Sea-Doo booth. Fun.
Mm.
Jet skis and wave runners. Yay!
Well, they also make boats too.
Bombardier. Oh, they do
Yeah.
have boats now?
Oh yeah, they make
The
boats.
Sea-Doo is making boats.
Yep.
Anyway. Oh, they're into pontoon boats now.
Yeah.
Fun.
But they used to make small boats, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow.
I like those things now. You got freaking nav screens and all sorts of fun stuff on
Yeah.
Jets. Good grief.
Oh, Jesus. Switch sport. Wow.
Anyway, so you have fun in Toronto.
Yeah.
Sea-Doo Switch, essentially a PWC combined with a pontoon.
Oh, jeez.
With 300 horsepower in it.
300 horsepower is a lot in the water.
18.
So I've actually got the throttle up out in Lake Michigan. I got actually to throttle up a boat that had 300 horse Mercs on it. Talk about going somewhere in a hurry.
Yeah.
26 footer, I think.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking about putting.
You all heard about the guy that got caught in the Bahamas, right? Finkel. Yeah, he had weapons on board his boat, and he was caught in
That's
the
not good.
Bahamas. No. His dad
Jail time.
His dad owned Finkel Steel, okay, in Chicago, and I knew his dad, and he was big into boats, and he had about a 53-foot cigarette style boat. Yeah, Scarab, you know, from Miami to one of the islands off of I can't remember which one it was. It was about 90 miles, okay, and took his boat one day to go to dinner, and it's 90 miles, and he made it there in 35 minutes.
I believe it.
Yeah.
The Brass Goblin said, look up a 68 Coronado with a Chrysler 300 motor. That's nothing. Buddy of mine's got a jet boat that's got a 454 in it. Mm-hmm. But there was a guy up north that actually had an old Chris Craft.
Mm-hmm.
He put a 502 in it. Why? Because he could. No.
Yeah, those are pretty boats, though. Those are real boats.
Chris Crafts are gorgeous. And just so you know, there is no replacement for displacement.
No.
Buy a big block. Anyway. So first episode of the year, kind of, all over the place, but it was fun. So let's put a bow on this pig. So shout outs to Southern Gals Crafts for continuing to make the products. Shout out to Sean for all of his wonderful stuff that he's done. The Pew Locker, and also redoing the entire website. So that was awesome. Shout out to all the listeners, and shout out to everybody that tossed money at us tonight. So appreciate the start of the computer fund. So
Thank you, guys. Really.
Yeah, thank you. So appreciate all the Patreon support every month, and appreciate you and you two joining us this evening. So
When it isn't possible without you, okay?
Absolutely.
So
I'm just an ugly guy that punches keys. So
no, you're not.
No.
Well, I know we're early. I know. So I know we're early, way early. Since we're not going to shot, I know I'm for sure looking at going up to goals.
I will be too.
Goals. So
speaking of, so Goals is in Des Moines, Iowa. It's still that same technically second weekend of August.
No,
I think
first and second.
Oh, it is the first weekend in August this year?
Yep. August 1st and 2nd. Yep. All
right. So I lied. The other thing is Patton announced the other day GunCon is going to be in Marion. So it's still kind of that Cleveland area. Was going to be oops, if you spell GunCon correctly, dumbass.
June 17th through the 20th.
Yeah, 17th through the 20th. The public show day is the 20th, and it's in Niles. Sorry, not Marion. Niles, Ohio. I will retweet that on the podcast Instagram page. I don't know if I'm going to GunCon this year.
So, yeah, it's a good show.
We'll see. A couple people were talking about the what's that big one in February in Pennsylvania?
The American Outdoor Show.
Yeah, a couple listeners were talking about that. No, not going.
Yeah, I think especially Mike and I with where Goals is, it's a no-brainer. It's
4 hours.
Yeah, 4 hours for me. I know you and I, Des Moines, for when GunCon was at Brownells, it was a no-brainer because of how close it was for us.
4 hours,
and we'll find a nice Airbnb or something outside Des Moines. A lot more options.
Yeah.
So we'll have to start looking at media credentials here before long.
Yep. No. Yeah, that we will. But yeah, so we'll be at Goals. That's the first for us. So, but Sean and the gang at We Like Shooting, that's the only one they go to other than GunCon to support John. So,
yeah, SHOT Show it's cool to go. I tell you, if you get a chance to go, it's just a lot of work.
It is, and it's not a return.
I couldn't make it, guys. Okay.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm like, I feel weird not because normally I'm drinking orange juice for 2 weeks before. I'm wearing my boots 2 weeks before, and I'm like, I carry some weight around for at least a couple of days because you carry so much shit.
Mm-hmm.
That is so admirable of you to do that much prep work.
Well, the orange juice and the vitamins is because you shake so many damn hands.
I could not just.
You have a bulletproof immune system.
You guys walk 7-10 miles, a day. Okay.
But I can
And
do
you-
that at work. So, I mean, that's not a big deal.
yeah, well, that's you guys. Me? You know,
That
I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'd have to get one of them motorized carts to go around with.
Just don't flip it like
And-
Tony Simon did.
Oh, jeez.
I'd have to
Tony.
get a big sign on there, Reloading Podcast, and go through and
Should we get
Where-
the Camerado shirts for goals?
We need to figure something out for goals this year because I know I'll be going. My dad will probably be going. You'll be going. We need
Yeah.
to convince Sharinda. She can just ride with
Yeah,
us.
Kidnap Paul.
yeah.
I think it's the best show to go to.
High Needle tea is better than orange juice. So that's from Clifford Zach.
Where's
Um,
NRAM at this year?
What?
Where's the NRA show? this year?
Houston.
Yeah.
I ain't going to Houston.
No. Bring it back to St. Louis. I miss St. Louis. St. Louis was fun.
Yeah. So
Indy's not bad.
Indy wasn't bad. Louisville wasn't bad. Nashville wasn't
Mhm.
bad.
Yeah. Nashville, the traffic just sucks.
Yeah.
That's just Nashville traffic in general.
Right. I mean, Nashville traffic's Nashville traffic. So
Yeah. You're just gonna deal with it. Yeah. Don't go north out of there into White House, Tennessee. You'll get
Nope.
stuck in traffic for days.
uh-huh.
But yep, let's wrap this bad boy up.
Yeah, definitely Miss Kitty heal quickly.
Yeah.
But that's about it for now. So if you want to support the show, head over to firearmsradio.net/category/podcast/reloading-2 and click on the buttons. Or you can donate through YouTube or Rumble. Or if you want to donate another way, just let me know. We are starting a computer fund, so because we are going to actually buy a freaking computer for podcasts, so we'll save up and buy that. So we'll see what happens with that. I don't know what I want to do yet. I'm probably going to talk to Tom Peterson and maybe Ken and kind of kick around some ideas on what I need. And I might pick Matt from Geeks, Gadgets, and Guns brain too, and come up with some ideas on what's practical, what's not. So I'm pretty sure it's not going to be an Apple product though, because you're limited on your ability to expand. So
No, this is Arnold Palmer. Iced tea
Yummy.
and lemonade.
I
On a
had
good day,
that
I'll go
Code
for a
Red
picture
Zero
of this
from
stuff.
SodaStream.
There you go.
I love my SodaStream. The one at work, I'm going to buy the adapter and hook up a 5-pounder to it.
Oh, jeez.
I have a 3D printer. I just got to get it going. So, although frankly, if somebody walked with me and offered me $75 for it, I'd go, here you go. Have a nice day.
That's some same way. I have one I bought when I moved to Kansas City. It's assembled. I haven't even touched it.
What is it?
Ender 3, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
It's the basic like $100 one.
A couple of the guys got the FlashForge 5M. I'm kind of looking at that one, but oh, JT just wants a bigger one. Well, of course. So Brass Goblin says MSI is your best bang. I use mine for my YouTube channel. So
Everybody's talking about bamboo, and I'm not sure.
oh, JT does have a 5M. Well, good. When you get a bigger one, you can donate the 5M to the podcast. Yeah, right. Anyway, so yeah, that's one of the guys at work is a 3D printer nerd, and so he went through my Ender and got it fixed and all set up, changed out a nozzle and got it working right. And now I bought a magnetic bed for it, so I just got to put that on and then re-level it and start printing. And I got to change the settings that he told me to change on my slicer. So I'll be good to go. At any rate,
Yep.
Keep your ass shiny.
Jump on the Millsap short bus.
Don't listen to your mama, Grandpa said. Violence does solve problems. As Trump showed Venezuela the other day.
Oh, what a show of force. I love it. I love
Just
it.
remember, sniff powder. Kidding.
And what are the odds of that? 36 years after Noriega. Exactly.
Yep.
That's what's crazy.
Yep. And did much better, too.
Oh, 100%. It took, 43 days, 6 lives, I think, or maybe more.
Well, there was 23 were killed in Panama.
Yeah.
So just there were none killed. None of our guys were killed in this one. So
just one plane shot up, but still was flyable. Our helicopter shot up, still flyable. So
there was a cartoon that I found. It's got the cartoon of what's his name spouting off and blah blah blah, and come and get me. And the next thing you see is him in his bedroom, him in his bed sleeping, and a couple of spec warriors standing there. Knock knock, we're here. We're just like DoorDash.
You got to watch Brandon Herrera's emergency gunman review. Yeah. The beginning, it's the best part. They're doing this kind of same thing, staying in front of his bed, eating like chips. It's like, we got you.
The thing is, everybody was losing their mind about this. He's not even the legally elected person.
No,
he rigged the election.
It's literally Noriega. Look, it's Noriega 2.0. Yeah. Exactly.
Well, the biggest thing I liked was
he's Marcos, actually. Marcos 3.0. So
was Schumer was sitting there saying how bad this is and everything else, and and then you go back to the first time when it first happened and Trump was president, and Schumer was telling him, how come you're not doing anything about it?
Yeah.
Okay. But now he does something about it, and guess what?
Schumer's pissed. Biggest thing is Schumer signed a bill in the law, or did the whole thing, 1985, giving the USA authority to blow the drug running boats out of the water. And now he's up in arms against it. It's like, what? It's dumb.
Wow. Yeah.
It's, what is good for me is not good for thee.
Yeah. I can do what I want, but you can't do what you want. That's all. So I just got a kick out of it, and the same thing, with immigration, and Bill Clinton was tightening the border up and everything else, and they were all clapping how good it was for the unions and everything else. Now Trump goes out there and tightens the border up and starts deporting everybody. And now, they're all crying, in their tea. No, guys, come on. Two-faced people, no.
Yeah. So here's a message I got from a listener. Said, hey, I have a question that I can't seem to find any good info on. One of the guys on the fire department with me has an old shotgun, and on the barrel it has 410/12 millimeter. And he was asking me if that meant there was a 12 millimeter round or what it meant. Patent date's 1913. And so I explained to him quickly, 12 millimeter was a European size. Because a lot of those shotguns were sold on both sides of the ocean. And the Europeans at that time didn't really recognize 410 because it wasn't a gauge. That's kind of the basic. I mean, there's a lot more into it, but the bottom line is it's a 410. There's no 12 millimeter cartridge for it. So,
yeah.
Anyway.
Yep.
Most importantly, gang, support the Second Amendment. support organizations that support the Second Amendment. So, I don't know. I guess if I got people that really wanted to go to Houston and wanted to carpool, I'd think about it. Because it's only a couple hours farther than Dallas. I've done the Dallas drive twice, but
Yeah.
you know, it's
I will be at Wanamaker's here in April. So if anybody's going to Wanamaker's in Tulsa in April, let me know.
I think that's the weekend I'm turkey hunting.
I think it is because it's the weekend before the NASCAR races. So we got Tulsa, and then literally coming straight back, and the very next weekend's all the NASCAR races here.
I want to go to the fall race.
Yeah, just let me know.
Well, we got to work on that because my kid's not getting married again. So
I'm 10 minutes that way to the race. And we'll go. It's free parking. We will go cook food. We'll just sit and drink beer. Just hang out.
Tailgating's required.
Yeah.
So, but at any rate, most importantly, especially this time of the year, just made it through the holidays. Now we're going into, really cold weather, nasty weather. Check on your people, and take care of yourself. You can't fill up other people's pots if yours isn't full. So don't pour all yourself out into other people without filling yours back up. But most importantly, if you're struggling, 988-1-800-273-8255. Reach out, get some help if you need it. There's lots of resources out there. If you're just looking to find out if how you're doing, or go to Walk the Talk America or walkthetalk.com, I think is a website. It's in the show notes. And they have kind of little survey test things you can do for free to kind of figure out, okay, is this just a minor issue or is this something major? It's definitely worth doing. So, all right, gang, really long show. So on that note, good day, good evening, good night.
Good night, all.